Hey guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm still looking for an intro. The Mazda MX-5, aka also known as the Miata, is a roadster that not only carved its place in the automotive history, but it also etched a permanent spot on price of drivers worldwide. Affectionately known as the Miata, like I said, this compact convertible is more than just a car. It's a symbol of driving pleasure, a testament to the enduring charm of open-top motoring. In this video, I'll be diving deep into the origins of the Mazda MX-5, exploring its inception in the early 1980s, its evolution through 4 generations, and the spirited community that has formed around it. Fasten your seatbelt as we rev our engines and embark on a thrilling journey through the captivating story of the Mazda MX-5. In the early 1980s, the automotive landscape was undergoing a significant transformation. The aftermath of the oil crisis in the 70s had led to a shift in consumer preferences, with a growing emphasis on fuel efficiency and a departure from the gas-guzzling excesses of previous decades. This era marked the rise of compact cars, a response to the need for more economical and environmental conscious vehicles. Against this backdrop, Mazda found itself at a crossroad. Executives and engineers were contemplating a daring idea, a small, affordable sports car that would capture the essence of driving enjoyment. This vision emerged as a response to the growing demand for nimble, spirited vehicles, a departure from the prevailing trends of the time. The early 80s were a pivotal moment when the automotive industry was recalibrating its approach, and it was within its dynamic environment that the concept of the Mazda MX-5 began to take shape. The stage was set for a revolutionary roadster that would redefine driving pleasure for generations to come. In the midst of the automotive evolution, Mazda's visionaries seized the opportunity to create a vehicle that would not only navigate the changing tides of the industry, but also rekindle the pure joy of driving. Early 1980s witnessed a renewed focus on the driver's experience, a departure from the utilitarian approach that had dominated the market. As other manufacturers were gravitating towards practicality and efficiency, Mazda dared to dream of a different kind of car, one that would evoke the spirit of a classic British roadster, where the connection between the driver and machine was paramount. This daring ambition wasn't just about designing a car. It was about capturing the essence of driving pleasure, about embracing the exhilaration that comes from a winding road and the wind in your hair. Against the backdrop of a changing industry, the Mazda MX-5 emerged as a beacon of automotive purity. In the early 80s, it was a bold statement, a declaration that driving could be more than just a means of transportation. Little did we know that this vision would materialize into a roadster that not only defied the norms of its time, but also became a timeless icon in the realm of sports cars. In the early 80s, there was a palpable yearning in the automotive market for a paradigm shift. As the industry grappled with the aftermath of the oil crisis and the demand for more fuel-efficient vehicles, a distinct desire for driving excitement began to emerge. Consumers were seeking an antidote to the mundane, a vehicle that transcended the utilitarian nature of most cars of that era. Enter the need for a small, affordable, fun sports car, a void waiting to be filled, as the automotive landscape was being shaped by practical considerations such as fuel efficiency and compact designs. Enthusiasts were eliminating the lack of options that catered to the sheer joy of driving. The market hungered for a vehicle that wasn't merely about transportation from point A to B. In this climate, Mazda's vision for the MX-5 aligned perfectly with the latent desires of consumers. The call for a sports car that was compact and affordable and all of the above, enjoyable to drive, echoed across the automotive landscape. It was a demand for an emotionally engaging driving experience, a departure from the prevailing notion that cars were merely appliances. The market yearned for a vehicle that celebrated the joy of the journey, and the Mazda MX-5 would soon answer that call. The design philosophy behind the first generation MX-5, introduced in 1989, was a testament to a return to the essence of classic sports cars. Mazda's goal was clear: create the roadster that captured the spirit of lightweight, nimble, and enjoyable driving experience. The design principles embraced for the MX-5 were a departure from the prevailing trends of the time, focusing on simplicity, balance, and driver engagement. Jinma Itai, horse rider as one. Inspired by the Japanese philosophy of Jinma Itai, I'm basically butchering this guy's surname. Mazda aimed to create a seamless connection between the driver and the car. This meant stripping away unnecessary complexities and focusing on a harmonious unity between man and machine. The first gen MX-5 followed the tradition of classic roadsters by adopting a lightweight construction. This not only enhanced fuel efficiency, but more importantly contributed to the car's nimble handling and responsiveness. To achieve an optimal weight distribution, the MX-5 featured a front mid-engine layout. Placing the engine behind the front axle contributed to a balanced chassis, enhancing the car's stability and agility on the road. Embracing the timeless design cues of classic British and Italian roadsters, the MX-5 featured a long hood, a short rear deck, and a low-slung 2-seater cabin. Retractable headlights, and not to the sports cars of yesterday, added a touch of nostalgia. The MX-5 was also designed as a convertible from the ground up. The manual soft top could be easily operated, allowing drivers to experience the thrill of open-top motorway. This further heightened the connection between the driver and the surrounding environment. Inside the MX-5, the focus was on the driver. The cockpit was designed with an ergonomics in mind, placing controls within easy reach and creating an intimate driving environment. Mazda was committed to keeping the MX-5 affordable without compromising its driving dynamics. This made the roadster accessible to a broader range of enthusiasts, aligning with the initial vision of a small, affordable, and fun sports car. The first generation MX-5's design philosophy wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about a holistic approach aimed at delivering a pure, unadulterated driving experience. This commitment to the core principles of lightweight, balance, and rubber engagement laid the foundation for the MX-5's success and established it as a timeless icon in the world of sports cars. When the first generation Mazda MX-5 hit the streets in 1989, its reception was nothing short of a seismic shift in the automotive landscape. Enthusiasts and critics alike were quick to embrace the roadster for its back-to-back basics approach to driving pleasure. Here's a glimpse into the initial reaction and the resounding success that followed. Automotive journalists praised the MX-5 for its impeccable balance, responsive handling, and the sheer joy it brought to driving. It was lauded for successfully reviving the spirit of classic roadsters while incorporating modern reliability. The MX-5 quickly became a sales sensation. Its blend of retro styling, open-top fun, and precise driving dynamics struck a chord with drivers globally. Within a short span, the MX-5 garnered a dedicated fan base, becoming one of the best-selling roadsters in history. Beyond its commercial success, the MX-5 had a profound cultural impact. It symbolized the return to the fundamental pleasures of driving, a concept that resonated with those who yearned for a more engaging and authentic automotive experience. The MX-5's success extended to the world of motorsports. It became a popular choice for amateur racing due to its balanced chassis and accessible performance. The MX-5 Miata Cup, a spec racing series, further solidified its place in motorsport history. The success of the first-gen MX-5 wasn't fleeting. Its impact endured and it laid the groundwork for subsequent generations. The MX-5 became a symbol of Mazda's commitment to the driving enthusiast, a philosophy that continues to define the brand. The initial reception and success of the Mazda MX-5 were not just indicators of a market trend, they were affirmations of a paradigm shift. The MX-5 proved that driving could be more than just a means of transportation. It could be a celebration of pure joy and connection between the driver and the machine. Little did the world know that this unassuming roadster would go on to become a timeless icon, leaving an indelible mark on automotive history. Please like, follow, and share the video for part 2.